So, beloved, what's up? I just woke up, okay? Oh, God. Let me tell you what happened, okay? Normally, I wouldn't get up here so quickly after I had a dream, right? But I wanna give it to you while it's fresh, right? Because I might not remember it later, okay? Okay, so and I remember this dream. I remember it, beloved. I remember it. Okay. The other ones I couldn't really remember, but I remember this one. I remember it detailed, right? I'm not gonna go through every detail, but long story short, right? Something occurred, right? I had a dream. Okay. What the? Now they know. Look at that. Had a slit in the banana the whole time. So this my banana just rotten from the end. Ain't that some my money back? Anyway, sorry. I had a dream, right? Guess who was in the dream? Right? And I know this was projection. Okay? So there was some spell work or something being done, right? My mother. My mother. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The one, yeah, who stole my fiance? Yeah, yeah, that one. Yeah, her. She was in my dream, right? She was in my dream, beloved, trying to, and this is what was occurring, right? She was trying to do in my dream and treat me in my dream as she did when I was younger coming up. That's exactly how it was in my dream, right? Except for I didn't let that happen. You get what I'm saying? Except for me not letting that happen. This is my dream. And like I said, remember, dreams are just in a different realm, right? Which means it's really going on, right? It's just in a different realm. Your spirit is there, right? So my mother was trying to intrude on my dream state, trying to force some trauma that I've already lived through her, right? And I did not let that happen. What was that? Oh, sorry. I don't know who that is. Okay. She tried to intrude on my dream and to basically abuse me like she did when I was living with her when I was younger, when I was coming up, right? And I said no, absolutely not, right? Absolutely not. And you know what? In my dream, she didn't like it. She didn't like me standing up for myself. She didn't like me literally defending myself. Beloved, I literally had to defend myself. Literally. Right? Literally. Right? At one point, I had to slam her down and hold her down. Right? And I'm not, glorifying having to put your hands on your mother. That's not what I'm talking about. Right? But I'm telling you what happened in the dream. Okay? And in the dream, I was also raising brothers and sisters like I was when I was growing up. Right? I remember having one of my brothers in my hand as a baby while I'm fighting her. Right? While I'm defending myself from her fighting me. Right? So remember, I would tell you guys about how I was the parent and I was raising her children and her. You get what I'm saying? She tried to reenact this in my dream state. And I know it was try to make me feel a certain type of way, to try to make me relive a trauma and have some type of trauma bond go on, right? Because I know for all my time with thank you Holy Spirit, I know that they've been trying to attach to my destiny. I know this, right? Especially now that they've been cut out of everything, right? They've been cut off from me. They will never see me again. Like They will never speak to me again. They're trying to get in any way that they can. And that's not possible. That's not possible. Okay? So when you're starting to have dreams about these family members, okay, it's them trying to intrude. Right? They're trying to intrude. They're trying to force upon. Okay? And you need to stand your ground. Oh, beloved, I could not wait. I couldn't believe this was happening in my dream. I was like, yes, because you know the things I want to do in real life, right? I can't do in real life, right? No more, because I gotta be a different way, right? I gotta be a better version of me, right? But in my dream, in my dream, I can do whatever I want. Okay? And that's exactly what I did. What did I used to watch wrestling when I was younger? What the Rock used to say? Lay the smack down. Was that what it said? Lay the smack down? Yeah. That's exactly what I did. Okay? Wasn't nobody in my dream about to be telling me, trying to make me do nothing. You're in my domain. You do what I say. Okay? You either cooperate or you get gone. And she had to get gone. Okay? She had to get gone. She wasn't the only one there, right? But the focus was on her. You know what I'm saying? The focus was on her. So yeah, that lets me know that she's more than the ringleader, right? And she's mad. She's angry. Very angry, right? And you know, it reminds me of another time where she tried to steal my Mercedes, right? I had a 2006 C230 Sport Mercedes Benz, right? Pearl white. Matter of fact, I named my car Pearl. That was my car's name, Pearl. And I was selling it to my mom, right? Because I was moving to Houston, Texas, and she was supposed to keep sending me the payments, right, while I was there. She tried to get me and not pay me what she owed me for my car, right? Thinking that she would just get away with it scot-free. She thought that she could move away somewhere else, and I didn't know where she lived at, so I wouldn't find her. Whose son do you think I am? So that time, I let her know that the child was greater than the parent. Okay? Not in a disrespectful sense, but in a sense that I'm smarter than you. In a sense that I think differently and more highly than you do. I tell you guys all the time, I should have been an investigator. I should have been a private investigator or a detective or something. Beloved, do you know that I came back from Houston, Texas? Do you know that I found where my mom lived at? Without no help in the world, other than my spiritual senses. And there's no other way that I could have found where she lived at. She moved to the most deepest corner of the city. She moved outside of the city that I last saw her in, to the deepest corner of where she could move to where she thought I couldn't find her. And my spiritual sense told me where she was. I kid you not, I tell no lies. My spiritual sense told me where she was. Exactly where she was. I had nudges and I followed them. And guess what I saw in the parking lot of an apartment complex? My car. Sent the police to go get it. So there could be no refuting it, right? I had a key to it still. My name was still, you know, on the policy, the insurance, everything. My name was still on it, right? All she had to do was pay me 500. What was it? I think $500 to $800 left, and then it would have been her car. She decided she didn't want to pay me that, so the car came back to me. Absolutely, all of it, all of it, all of the car came back to me, right? And she's held a grudge ever since then. Ever since then, she's held a grudge, right? She's held grudges before, but she's held a grudge for that, right? Because she thought that she can steal from me and that I was just gonna eat it. No, no. Then you were mad because I found out where you were and I had the police come and get my car while you thought you were hidden the whole time. And it's funny that the same thing that happened then is the same thing that happened now. Except for what she stole, I don't want back. My ex-fiance, what she stole, I don't want back. You can keep that, right? You can keep that, right? But my money, honey, baby, sweetheart, darling, that's mine. My house, that's mine. You can keep the person. Give me my money. Give me my house. That's mine. Do you hear me? So, beloved, okay, the moral of the story is, right, that, you know what, this might have already happened to you in your dream state, right? You might have had some intrusion come into your dreams trying to make you do and make you say and make you feel a certain type of way. Do not stand for it. I mean, why would you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the reason for it is because they're trying to attach to you. They're scared. They're terrified, right? They're caught up. 12 on the timer. They're caught up for what they've been doing. They're going to prison. Okay? And beloved, when I mentioned the death penalty the other day, it's way worse than we think that it is. It's way worse. Way worse. Yeah, way worse than we think that it is. Right? I mean, a death penalty would say that, wouldn't it? Right. So, of course they're scrambling. Of course. Of course. Right? Exes wishing that they wouldn't have went against you. Wishing that they wouldn't have believed lies that they knew weren't true, you know. Boy, I've said this on my channel as much, I don't know how many times. Back last January, last year this time, I talked about regret. I talked about it in the sense that, and how I hated feeling regret, right? And I talked about it in a sense that they would hate the regret that they're going to be sitting in. I said this last year this time. 13:33 on the timer. They're going to be sitting in this regret. They didn't believe me then. Bet they believe me now. That's why regret is the thing that I fear. Regret. 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 I don't ever want to regret anything. I don't want to be at the end of my life and look back and be like, I regret not pursuing this, or I regret not doing that, right? I don't ever want that. That is such an uneasy feeling to have. To me, at least, it's such an uneasy feeling to have, to be regretful of not taking a chance or of not doing something because of fear or because of what somebody else would say or because of how somebody else would feel. You get what I'm saying? Never. If there's anything that'll be at the end of my life, regret will not be one of them. It will not. So, I love you guys, beloved. All right, I love you guys dearly. Okay, just wanted to bring you guys that. Defend yourself in your dreams. Okay, defend yourself. And to You know what? I don't know if you are a male or a female that left this comment on one of my older videos. I think it was a video I recorded like 4 years ago, I believe. And you've been following me ever since then. I love you, beloved. I really do. 1515 all the time. I love you dearly, and thank you for that comment that you left. Cause that I woke up to that comment on my phone. That touched my heart. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Um, and I love you guys. I love all you guys, beloved. All right. And I will holler at y'all later. All right. All right. Peace.